Ragusa. Oh, right, I got more free diplomats here, don't I? I absolutely want to boost my relations with these fellows here before they start seeing me as some troublemaker. I'm no troublemaker. Don't mean no trouble. The boats have nowhere to run, so they get enveloped by my mass. Pop. Lovely. Can probably start shipping people home since I don't really care about garrisoning all this. I do care about these folks not hating me, though. I really need to get my relations up with Austria and Hungary. Be disastrous if the Ottomans declared war on me now with all my troops away and no boats to bring them home with. But I'm sure they wouldn't be that cruel now, would they? Again, just give it the turn of the month so I don't take that at-sea attrition. It's only 1%, but it's keeping an eye on these things that gives you that edge in the early game. You know, those moments where you're like, ah, the morale was just a trickle away, I could have won that battle. Well, you could have, if you'd put thought into these little details. Oh, I've got a bit of a plan for Serbia as well, just to be sure. Well, I can't even check what I can and cannot take since my diplomats are tied up, but tied up they will have to remain. Okay, this is what I was going for, and I don't really care about these fellows. I hope they don't torch my missionary, but nonetheless. Missionary would do a bit better if I boosted my stability too. Sure. Even though I'm going to need so many admin points for coring. So many that it ain't funny. Now, Lithuania, though they hate us, they are still under that union, and under that union they will remain unless Poland gets a hit to their prestige. Now again, I really, really do not care about these occupations here. Do care about this, since that means I'm on a timer now. I got plenty of time, granted. Right, everybody just chill out in Ragusa for now. Come to think of it, I don't need my boats here to pull you home. Might do it anyway, though. So many things to consider. So many things. Also, I want to keep a close eye on my subjects, make sure none of them are too revolting. There, all is well. I am left a little concerned about Venice. I don't want them hating me either, and this land is very close to them. That said, I don't want to pull anyone away here too quickly either. Since my aggressive expansion was already fairly touch and go with some of these folks. Alright, more so with Hungary than Austria, so let's pull back the Austrian diplomat and consider what we can do there. Lakinther asks if I play Livonian Order. She is my favourite country. Well, that's what you're saying. I actually really love Livonian Order. They are one of my favourites. Okay, now maybe that's going a bit far, but I really, really do like them. Now, where's my mind at? Good, I can have it all. Yeah, well, I could have more if I didn't select the wrong things here. Okay, see, I want that. I want that a lot, but even though I made them a co-belligerent, that's going to piss off a lot of people. So what can I do about that? We can forego the Bosnian stuff, since we don't care too much about that. Gee, the Ottomans would coalition me there. You wouldn't mind releasing... I need to give this a bit of thought here. Also, why isn't this showing up? Let's clear all that. Release Bosnia. Oh, right, I'm selecting that with Byzantium, right, haven't I? I need to select it with you. More than I was really wanting to give away, I will concede. I could eradicate you altogether, but that's too expensive. I was hoping to grab more than that, but at least if we have Bosnia here, they won't mind the terrible things that I've done. Let's see, Crimea, Ottomans, Genoa, Kazan. I think I hear the Serbian ruler in the background there. Wallachia. I don't think I have to fear that much. Besides, big guy Muscovy has my back, doesn't he? Also have to consider that the Byzants are going goodbye as well. Excuse me. There is a consideration that I could take Ragusa, but it's fairly large development. I think I should avoid that. But this is kind of what I'm going for. This is really kind of what I'm going for. Especially if I can release Bulgaria. Release Bosnia as well. Yeah, I like it. I'm not scared of these guys. Crimea and Ottomans, sure, why not? Genoa, Kazan, Serbia, Wallachia. Bring them on. I don't have the Diplo power. Oh, damn. 158 it costs, and I'm only making 2 a month. Guess we'll be here for a wee while. Well, that's alright. Who needs to pay units anyway? Okay, good. They did not torch my missionary, so there's not much point paying him if he's in a bit of a bind. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not what you're meant to do, my glorious vassals. Not what you're meant to do at all. Things not going so hot for Kara there. Shirvan biting into them. And yes, I cancelled access from Venice. Just waiting for the moment Venice gets stuck into another war there. Should not have dip-teched up earlier, huh? Oh well. Let's gain those points a little faster, shall we? Sure, spy offense. Why not? Now, Genoa might join that coalition, but honestly, look at them. They're one province of who cares. Venice, on the other hand, I want to keep them a little sweeter. Crimea and Ottomans are unlikely to coalition us because they're hostile towards us, which means they want to take us apart on their own. Don't think that'll change anytime soon either. Come on, Crimeans, move into Zaporozhye. Ah, blame the autocrator. Terrible. Alright, but so far so not bad. Yeah, PLC is on the borders because of the rebels, not because they want to attack me. Don't you worry. I know what they're thinking. Alright, if this is how it's going. Ah, see, this is why I didn't want my vassals doing what they're doing right now. These rebels are just going to come bouncing through again. Ah, I can actually deal with that somewhat. If I tell them to attach to me. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. It might not. Good to see the Ottomans gobbling up all this. Now the Ottomans might be a bigger worry, since they'll be big and strong and wanting to fight me. But in a sense they're less of a worry than Karakayunlu, because the Ottomans always make plenty of enemies as well. So there's nothing saying they won't be getting the trout slapped across their face by Hungary or Austria, or indeed people that have slapped them before. The Mamluks are also stepping up to the plate to do some slapping. They've hit Miltech 6. It's wonderful news for me. Come on, Crimean separatists, get out of my land. No, not deeper into my land. That's quite the opposite of what I wanted. Well, it doesn't do me any long-term damage. I mean, sure, that separatism isn't going to go away anytime soon, but pff, what can you do, really? What can you do? That poor missionary. Even my peasants want to rise up in Mantrega of all provinces. That's Catholic, of course. I look forward to the day that I can get ideas. In any case, I might as well hit speed 4 since not much is going on. And good, I've grabbed control over my vassals here. Hopefully the rebels now pop into PLC instead of further into my territory. Nope, further into my territory is what they're feeling right now. Could actually fight them with the combined forces of my vassals here. It is a possibility, but not one I fancy. Rather, they just did their damage and then buggered off back into Lithuania. So a little more for us to do than sit back and watch the world burn. We need those dip points before we go much further. We also need to hope that these lands aren't going to revolt against us, but they are orthodox, so are we. So they're not so keen on revolting. The only issue is being at war stops my autonomy from ticking down. Well, that is... that is a concern. Oh, no, that's another concern. Didn't think they'd be bouncing into Astrakhan. Sorry, Serbia, it's not that easy. Be a bit horrible if I got a revolt here, though. Come to think of it, it's one of the only places with unrest. So I should split up a bit, just in case. You have enough dip for the peace now, Jake. That's good. That is indeed good. There you go, enjoy your rebels, Lithuania. Hopefully you're not at war so you can actually deal with them. Oh, you are at war. Go figure. A war that you appear to be losing too, so I doubt you're going to stop and deal with them rebels. Okay, well if that's the case, I'm just going to have to kill them the old-fashioned way. To death. Let's get over to you, Dishkal. None of these places are particularly good for defending. Get you folks back over here where you belong. And we'll make peace with Serbia. So there we go. Nice and expensive. Perhaps a little too expensive. I really want to stab up before doing that. Oh, Wallachia actually wouldn't join a coalition if I gave it a little bit longer. Or if I allied them. Okay, well I mean I'm not under any kind of time penalty here, I can wait. And good, that's a nice young ruler for Muscovy, so we'll keep that marriage going for a long time. And these Crimean separatists, when they come and meet us in Yudishkal, 98% sure they're going to die a horrible death. Still, I should get my best over there. Onwards. They're going to want to come to Yudishkal since they have they see a province that they want to de-siege. Such a shame a few things had to make this a little more complicated than it needed to be, but we're fine. We're better than fine. We're not half bad. And that's even better. We no longer care about the Circassians, that's alright, that land was never going to revolt in the first place. And these guys are never going to defeat us. For one, they're taking a river crossing penalty. Our general is better, and we out-tech them. Sure, there may be more of them, but now there's more of us. The only downside is having to spend my men and money to defeat them. Not that it's that many. And for at least a short while, we no longer have to worry about these horrible revolts. There we go. Alright, enough playing around here. And we have been playing around a bit too much. We'll let the year pass just to make sure that Wallachia don't coalition us, since any coalition is a nasty coalition. And next up, I think, Kuban. No, maybe Azov. Yeah, I'm thinking Azov. Azov can be converted. Nice to watch Karakayunlu burn here. But their friend Zaman would still step in. There's no reason for us to jump in there and get ourselves murdered. Hemorrhaging money a bit here. Perhaps I should stop paying my men. Part of the issue there is that I'm also having to reinforce. It's just an unfortunate consequence of dealing with some rebel scum. And there we go, in the turn of the year, so Wallachia is no longer really going to care. We've also got Venice in our good books. Oh, actually, what am I saying? Wallachia is going to care anyway, because I'm going to annex Eastern Roman Empire. There we go. Welcome to the fray, Bosnia. Now look at all these provinces, yeah, they are indeed provinces. Zeta I don't want revolting, so there we go. Get some increased autonomy. I also need you cored on the double. Bosnia is gonna love me, but they're, ooh, not far away from being a lovely vassal. In fact, they probably would be if my diplomatic reputation wasn't down the toilet. Provided they don't expand in the next 10 years, I'm gonna want to look to get a diplomatic vassalage going on there. They're also beautifully orthodox. Anyway, oh yeah, autonomy cannot be reduced whilst at war. Also keeping Wallachia on good relations. Let's keep it that way. They're gonna go down a bit from aggressive expansion here as well. Yeah, that's enough to peeve them off, but only if I get... I just need to get their relationship up with me a tiny bit and we're good. Wonderful. Very wonderful. Also, I got you exiled, so I can give you a nice whatever you want route home. All part of the plan. Jake, I think you can release Bulgaria here. I cannot, since it is Serbian land. You always need to release them with at least one province of their culture, their exact culture, not just culture group. Where's all my money going? Was it that one advisor? Or was it the fact that I was looting my way to victory? Right, Austria's going for Savoy. No real problems there. You do as you please. Oh, well, you're going to die. Right, Bosnia needs to get in my good books, and then I need to get them in bed. Actually, if it's minus 15... Oh no, it's minus 18. I could get that up a bit with some military power. I should also seek out to ally them. I dropped one relationship when I did away with my vassal. Yeah, I think we'll get Bosnia as a happy little vassal. Jake, are you now over force? Wow. Oh, of course, I integrated some armies now, didn't I? Probably yours. Thanks for that, I'm now 3 over 4 summit. Windows 3, good freaking bye. And we're not trading either, which is part of the problem. Ugh, Ottomans deciding that I'm their rival. The feeling is mutual. And goodbye. Just plain old goodbye. So I grabbed a fort here. To be honest, I don't want it, but it might be really handy when it comes to destroying some Ottoman. How do I feel about this fort? Do I feel 0.5 ducats a month about this fort? I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is that I want to decrease autonomy here and here. Something, we have exports. Serbs, absolutely. Throw them around. Throw them everywhere. I love Serbs. I'm going to use them to usurp someone else's position of power. Nonetheless, I want to get those cored up. Okay, so the Ottomans took a bit of a bite there. A bit of a big bite, no less. But we still have Muscovy as a good friend. Let's make sure it's a very good friend. Also, for the love of God, please get rid of that siege. I'll help you out a bit. I'm not sure if it gives us a relationship bonus if I am only present. It does. Man, I'm so smart. Jake, the Venetian cyan next to yours is so distracting. Can you do something about it? But I just made them my wonderful friend. I'm really waiting for them to go into a disastrous war so I can strike the knights. Actually, I wonder, the knights would happily be my vassal. But there's no point there, I might as well take it. No one's gonna blink. Nobody really cares about what we do. Actually, a lot of people care a lot. But that's alright. And get Bosnia in our good books, though. We have a good relationship there. Feels like... Man, their trust is actually going down with me. You know what? Sooner or later we'll be big enough to get them in our good books. Might as well ally them now and just hope that they don't go on some kind of horrible rampage. And screw us over. I cannot commit to a marriage there, though. Karakiunlu just got really rather ravaged there. And they lost a lot of everything. They're still out-teched by me. Very out-teched if I have 7 to their 5. Which actually means that my tactics are hugely superior to theirs. Shirvan is still an ally of the Ottomans, but I should... Yeah, I've still got my claim on Ganja. What would be a clever thing to do here? Don't think you have much to spit at. Oh, hello Persia. No, there's a lot of Persia. I would just have to straight up annex this horrible land. Shia, Sunni, some of it Coptic. Well, the Armenian garbage lands are Coptic. And they're still pretty big. You there. Allied with Ottomans. Ottomans making themselves quite a catalogue of friends there. Would be a great opportunity to strike Karakiunlu, but it would be garbage land that I honestly don't want that much. Not right now, at least. There are other fish to fry. Jake Vassal, Persia. Persia is big. Persia is 239% big. Venice still have both of their vassals, so it's imperative that I do not fight Venice. Or their vassals. Bosnia would help us out. What a good guy. Alright, what's left of you is something that I'd really rather like. Since this is a wonderful province, the only issue is that would tick off rather a few people. We can just take it easy for a wee while. We still have cores to core. And rebels to... Wait, Ottoman separatists? They only want to rise up in Biga, and I already gave Biga some liberty there. Trebizond peasants as well. My, the people really reject my rule, don't they? There you go. Okay, unfortunately, Morean and Achaean separatists here, which is not what I was looking for. I was hoping we'd get some Byzantine uprising here, but we do not. Muscovy... Poland? Are you joking? No, Poland dishonored because they're still in a horrible war there. So Muscovy is in fact at war with these suckers, which I shouldn't have to worry much about, but I have this suspicion that England is going to sail some boats around and just ruin my day. But that's alright. We'll be ready for them. Jake Royal Marriage grants +10 to vassalization reasons. Yeah. Why is their economic just going up? Are they spending all their time developing here? Right, Nogai and Khiva are down. Don't think I have any reason to fight you. I would love a few. Guess I could forge some claims, but you also have some big old friends. I'm all about getting that Patriarch authority up, but as long as it's 0, I might as well get the free admin. When I start building up, it's like the first time I get a really decent one, I'll just go for it. Right, who wants to rise up? Ottomans, Serbians, Moreans. The Moreans are a problem. Jake, is Naples still in the PU under Aragon? They are not. Would you look at that? Castile never got the Iberian wedding, at least not yet. So yeah, Naples are going it alone, and for that they are dying horribly. Alright, no sign of the British, but I'm still keeping my fleet at home. I'll forget about you otherwise, but there you go. I need Crimea. Gonna need to deal with those Begans, but I don't want to separate my units here just in case the British do nasty, horrible things to me. Venice keeping their nose out of trouble, unfortunately for me. But I don't think this will be too hard a war for Muscovy to win. Especially when we have the Danish on our side, and the British being worthless. Alright, the Serbians I don't mind too much, but the Moreans... can't be having that. Nice to get some gold income though. Nice indeed. Alright. Our country's in a good shape. Is the Kalmar Union still intact? Yes, and both Norway and Sweden are loyal to Denmark. We can tell because their units are actually out fighting instead of just hanging around, but if you need to double check, you can always check the opinion map mode. Loyal and loyal. And once this core is ready... yeah, the suspense is killing me. Just getting my troops over there because I don't want any Moreans giving me trouble here. The game really wants me to fight Karakayunlu. I see Muscovy is also investing in the exporting rebels market. They don't know how to do it quite as well as me. Okay, I don't think Poland's going to be keeping that union with a 69-year-old decrepit old man with no prestige on the throne there. Never know when it's going to be a good time to strike, so we may as well eye up the opportunity to grab some Orthodox land. I would really love to get some ideas though, because I want that holy war and Deus Vult, but until then, Yedistan is mine. It has always been mine, and henceforth it shall be.